The Seattle Seahawks are getting over their jet lag this morning in Munich, Germany, ahead of the big game on Sunday. And there are several events now underway for the players and the fans.
King 5's Jake Wittenberg is live in Munich with what is happening today on this Friday. Jake, good morning or good afternoon.
Hey, Meme. Yeah, good afternoon, almost good evening here. Hey, Meme, and hey, Christine. The NFL just about to launch a flag football game for about 100 local elementary school kids, too. This is going to be fun to see. Familiar names like Robert Turbin, former Seahawks Sean Locklear, David Hawthorne. They'll also be here in just a couple of minutes. The current Seahawks are in practice as we speak. It's another day for the team as the Seahawks try to get these players here on German time as quickly as possible. We have confirmed Pete Carroll took the players bowling last night so they wouldn't go back to their hotel room and fall asleep, so we thought that was kind of fun. We also spoke with Pete Carroll right after they landed yesterday. Our Paul Sylvie caught up with the coach about how the team is running on pure excitement right now.
The Seahawks held a light practice and then met with the media afterward, led by head coach Pete Carroll. He said he was very impressed with his players after their very long day and their very long flight with the energy they brought to practice.
They're excited about it. They're excited going into the travel. They're excited coming off the plane here tonight, and we'll have a big day tomorrow, and then we'll get ready.
It's been a long couple of days for the Seahawks, going straight from practice at home to the airport, enduring a nearly 10-hour flight, and then stepping off the plane to go right to practice again.
And I go on about my business. I'm not going to complain. You know, next week we get the whole week off. Hopefully, you know, we do what we're supposed to do, so I'll catch up on my sleep back in Texas.
The Seahawks know they have a huge following in Germany. Pete's not sure why that is.
I think it's the green uniforms.
One thing Pete and his players are sure of, they came to win their 5th straight game.
They're a Super Bowl defense. They have players who are very capable, and I liken it to every other challenge we have, man. There's going to be great players every week. We're going to have tough challenges, and we've got to overcome them.
Seahawks linebacker Aaron Donker is one of 5 German-born players in the NFL. Pete Carroll said he did everything he could, maybe get a special exemption to get him activated for Sunday's game here in Munich, but it just didn't happen. Donker will carry a flag and lead the team onto the field Sunday in this historic game in his home country. In Munich, I'm Paul Sylvie, King 5 Sports.
It's also a big day for the fans. We caught up with about 200 Seahawks fans that made their way here all the way across the Atlantic for this big weekend. We joined them on a bus tour, and they made sure that the 12's could be heard loud and proud on the streets of Munich.
We're going to have the party bus.
How far would you go for your team?
And we are ready to scream and yell and let Munich know we're here.
When Wallace Watts found out the Seahawks were playing in Germany, he booked the tour buses.
I want you to throw towels at 12's that you see.
And today, 3 of them are packed with 12's. Loud and proud in the streets of Munich.
The olden times when a warring faction would come into a city to be screaming and yelling and dressed up, and that's our plan, is to wake up Munich.
When Watts isn't Captain Seahawk, he's an actual airline captain.
It's about bringing all the groups from everywhere together. And as you can tell, people are starting to talk with each other. They never met them, but they're 12's. They love the Seahawks.
And like him,
we're from Bremerton, Washington.
Fans are gathering here.
I'm from Olympia, Washington.
From all over.
We are here for our wonderful Seahawks.
Behind there in the distance, you can see the green roof of the Deutsches Museum.
When you're here, you're part of a fan family.
I was 15 when the franchise arrived in Seattle and have been a fan ever since.
Mary Furtakis traveled to see the Seahawks play in London in 2018. That's what you do when you're as big a fan as she is. Her Hawks cave back at home in Tukwila is a sight to behold.
It's just a wonderful thing to connect people, and I think we all deep down want that, and this is a lovely way to do it.
Going all out halfway around the world.
Hi, Mom, go Hawks!
For the team they love, and for the family they always know they have.
And we feel that.
There's a big fan rally at the big pub downtown, the Seahawks House. We are super excited to attend that in the coming days as well. A radio broadcast for you fans back in Seattle. Dave Wyman and Michael Bumpus will be live for all of you on the radio broadcast later today. Christine, and maybe it was one of the funnest things I've ever done, being on that bus tour today, seeing all of that German history, learning about Munich, but also chatting with these fans. We hopped from bus to bus to bus, and I got to know folks. They are so happy to be here. It was quite the day.
12's represent. I mean, Buccaneers fans don't have anything on us. Yeah. No way.
No way.
I'm curious,
So
have you
true.
seen many of them?
It has not been nearly to the extent that we've seen the Seahawks. I mean, the Bucs do have their own bar, the Hofbrau downtown. We have seen a little bit, but in terms of fans walking the streets, it is at least 5-1 Seahawks over the Bucs, no doubt.
Sea of blue and green
Yes.
in Munich.
Love that so
Yeah.
much, Jake. Thanks very much.